Good morning. Good Friday morning to you. March 8th. It's been a minute since I've been on here. We've been extremely busy with our racing schedule. Just got back from Daytona this week and headed to Birmingham this morning. But I want to jump on here because even though we've been super busy with the racing schedule, man, I've been digging away at um, working on the content for my book, and it's really making some great progress. And so, day 73 of updating you guys about my book. So I'm excited about that. 1973 was the year I was born, actually. So, like the number 73. So I got something for you this morning. And working on the content for my book, it's all geared around getting more out of your effort, your resources, your talent. How do we get more out of it? A lot of people that are working hard to create something, to achieve a goal, one of the things that they could do is work on the percentage that they're getting out of these areas, your energy, your effort, your resources. Anytime we can get more out of that, it's going to affect the end result. One of the things that I see a lot in our sport is people are putting forth a tremendous effort. A lot of times they're doing what they need to be doing to get the result they're looking for, but yet they're not getting the result they're looking for. And a lot of times that comes down to not are they doing the right things? It's these little aspects that's within their effort. And a lot of times it's just a little change here or a little degree of change of direction there that will actually really make a difference, will actually help them get the result that they're looking for. So a lot of times it's not, hey, what do I need to do more? Or what else do I need to do? A lot of times that's the main focus. What can I do more? Or what else can I do? And a lot of times this comes down to people not having a true sense of what's separating them from their competitors. And what I mean by that is a lot of times we all have an opinion on what is separating us from where we want to be. But a lot of times we don't have a measured out idea of what that separation is. In our sport, we use video, we do use data analytics to really go, hey, this is what the separation is. This is not what we think it is. Everybody has an opinion on what they think the separation is between them and their competitors, but very few people have a true read on what that separation is. And once you have a true read on that separation, then you can find what I call is the perpetrators that invade your effort and steal value, and they steal it week in and week out. I see it in our sport week in and week out with racers. A lot of guys are putting forth the right effort. They're putting in enough effort, but it's these little aspects that creep in, and they're like thieves. They creep in and steal value. And a lot of times it's just making a change here, a change there, that really keeps these perpetrators from invading your effort and stealing value. And I'm talking about it can steal when I'm talking about stealing value for a lot of the racers, it's stealing money week in and week out. Like could be a lot of money depending on which rider it is. So a lot of times we get such in a routine. I look at it like, I look at it from a home standpoint. We come home every week, we take care of the normal things that we got to do. We take the dog out, we cut the grass, we do all the normal things. When you're working on achieving a goal, you've got normal things that you do week in and week out. But a lot of times, if we haven't zeroed in on what's truly separating us from our competitors from a measurement standpoint, we can't identify these perpetrators that come in and steal our value. And when we don't know who they are, it's hard to work on keeping them out each week. We can't come home and go, hey, I'm going to work on trying to keep these guys out, but I don't know who I'm trying to keep out. So once you identify them, then you can start finding ways to work during the week, not necessarily more, but just work in a more effective way to keep these aspects, these little pieces that come in and steal value each week, keep them out of your effort. So hopefully that makes sense for you guys. Probably a good example of this, like on the weekends when our racers go race, a lot of time what separates them from the other guys is an angle in a turn, staying lower over a jump. They're putting forth effort. They're doing the jump, doing it and making one little change, a little degree of how the bike goes over the jump can keep that aspect from creeping in and stealing values. So hope you guys have a great Friday, a great weekend. Looks like we're going to go deal with more rain. We've had to deal with that quite a bit this year, but looks like Birmingham's going to be another one. So you guys have a great day, great weekend, and I'll see you back here soon.